You don't have to measure every line to make a great looking cookie. Let me show you how this AFC Richmond Mascot cookie came together. I am Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you want to make this cookie along with me, all of the supplies are listed in the description. I'm starting out by outlining roughly a third of the cookie with a blue royal icing. My icing is about a 15-second consistency, which is a little thick for the wet on wet technique that we're going to do, but it's going to work out just perfectly. And because my icing is a 15-second fluid consistency, I can go right up to the edge and not worry that my icing is going to overflow. And if you jiggle your piping bag as you're flooding your cookie, you can get that icing to go smooth pretty quickly. And of course, once you're done flooding the cookie, you're going to want to take a scribe or a toothpick and settle the icing down and pop any air bubbles. And then I immediately grabbed my yellow icing, and I'm just going to make an outline here at the edge of the blue icing. I'm going to go over it a few times so that it's a little bit thicker. It would have been easier just to cut a thicker hole in my piping bag. And then I'm going to immediately do the same thing with the red icing because this is a wet on wet effect. And when this cookie dries, it's going to be one solid surface and all the colors will blend together at the edges. So as I flood in my red, I'm going to be careful not to jiggle the yellow line and move it over. And then I'm going to immediately grab my yellow icing again once I've settled that red icing down with my scribe and pipe another line. And then once again, immediately grabbing the blue icing, I'm going to outline the rest of the cookie. I touch down, I lift my icing bag up pretty high. That way I can watch where the line of icing is falling and not my piping bag as I go around the circle. And that helps me get really close to the edge. And so it was flooding in my blue and I noticed that I was covering up my yellow line. So I stopped for a moment and I just went ahead and piped that yellow line again. And then I'm immediately going to grab my blue icing and finish flooding. Now, I didn't draw in the lines for this cookie. I didn't measure. I didn't place them exactly where they needed to be. They're not perfectly straight. But sometimes cookie decorating isn't about perfect measurements. It's about trusting the process and building the design one layer at a time. So once my icing is smooth, I set my cookie aside to dry completely, and then I used my projector and an edible marker to trace the shape of the mascot onto the cookie. You could also use the paper piecing method, just cut out the mascot and then draw around it with an edible marker. And then I have a white flood consistency. It's a little bit thicker here. It's more of a 20-second consistency because I don't want it to lose its shape. I want it to stay in the lines and hold its shape completely. And I'm just going to kind of outline and flood in the mascot kind of all at the same time. So I'm starting with the skinny little legs, and I'm just going to go ahead and pipe those in as I'm sort of outlining them because there's not really room for both an outline and a flood. My cookie is about 3 inches, so that kind of gives you an idea of the size. And then once the legs are piped in, I'll just go ahead and outline the rest of the cookie and flood that in just like usual. And I'm staying close to the cookie to do this. I'm not lifting my piping bag way up in the air like I did to go around the circle so that I could make sure to cover my outline and be right on point with where it needs to go. Character cookies aren't about speed. They're about paying attention to all of the little details that make it instantly recognizable. So go slow, outline the dog, and then go ahead and flood that in. Because again, my icing is a little bit thicker, I'm going to use the same icing to outline and flood. But you could also use a detail consistency icing to outline this puppy and then flood him in with a thinner flood consistency icing. And now that he's outlined, I'm just going to go ahead and finish flooding him in, and then I'll use my scribe to sew all of the icing down. And once that's done, all that will be left will be to draw in the tail. So you're just going to touch down, lift up a little bit, drag a little line, stop squeezing, and touch down again. And there you have it. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this tutorial, it's that your cookie doesn't have to be perfect to look amazing. Tiny imperfections often disappear once all of the details come together, and you just need to trust the process. Have fun and don't be afraid to keep decorating. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.